Your dog walked to their bowl this morning the same way they always do. Same tail, same eyes, same quiet routine. But something has shifted, and if your dog is over 5, you may already feel it without having the words for it. The things you do every single day are starting to matter in a different way, and most owners don't realize it until they wish they'd started sooner. 1. The morning check. You come downstairs, fill the bowl, give them the usual pat, and the day starts moving. It's comfortable. It's familiar. But here's what most owners never realize. A dog over 5 is giving you new information every single morning, written in the way they rise, the way they hold a leg, the way they shake out their body before they take their first steps. A dog who stood up easily at 3 may be compensating at 6 in ways too subtle to catch unless you're actually looking. 30 seconds is all it takes. Before the bowl, before the leash. Just watch them stand. Watch them walk the first few steps of their day. Are both back legs pushing evenly? Is there a hesitation before they move? Does the shake look loose or stiff? You're not diagnosing anything. You're just learning their baseline, so that when something shifts, you catch it in days, not months. That 30 seconds of real attention could be the thing that changes everything. 2. The slower walk. You've always walked them this way. Same route, same pace, maybe the same playlist. And they still come to the leash with brightness in their eyes, so you assume they're fine. But a dog who loves you will push through discomfort to stay close to you. That's not health. That's loyalty. And loyalty can mask a lot. Research out of the University of Liverpool found that over 80% of dogs over 8 years old showed measurable signs of musculoskeletal pain on veterinary examination, and that owners had detected a problem in fewer than half of those cases. The dog kept going. The owner kept walking, and the gap between what was visible and what was real kept quietly widening. Let your dog lead the pace on at least one walk a day. If they slow, you slow. If they stop to stand in the sun for a moment, you stand with them. The slower walk isn't a lesser walk. It's the one where you finally start paying attention to what they've been telling you for months. 3. The joint ritual. They take a little longer to get up now. You've noticed it. You've probably told yourself it's just age, that it's normal, that there's nothing to be done. And while some stiffness is expected, the word normal has quietly become a reason to stop looking for solutions. There is a daily habit that costs almost nothing and has genuine science behind it, and most owners over 5 years in have never started it. Passive range of motion exercises. Slow, gentle flexion and extension of your dog's rear legs while they're lying down. A study published in the Veterinary Journal found that daily passive movement in dogs with early joint deterioration significantly slowed the progression of stiffness and improved mobility scores over a 12-week period. 30 seconds per leg. Done on the floor, while they're already resting, while you're already there. It doesn't feel like much. But for a dog whose joints are starting to lose their cushion, it is the difference between a body that seizes and a body that stays open. And stay with me until number 6, because there's one thing your dog needs from you every single evening that most owners stopped doing years ago without realizing what it cost them. 4. The brain work. Somewhere along the way, you stopped asking your dog to think. The puzzles, the training games, the hide and seek with treats, those felt like puppy things. Your older dog seems content to rest, to watch, to simply be near you. And so you let them. What you don't see is what's happening underneath that stillness. Cognitive decline in dogs follows a pattern remarkably similar to early dementia in humans, And one of the most significant risk factors identified in canine research is the absence of daily mental engagement. A study out of the University of Veterinary Medicine Vienna found that dogs who received regular cognitive enrichment in their senior years showed measurably slower decline in problem-solving ability and spatial awareness than those who did not. 5 minutes. A Kong with something frozen inside. A new smell on a bandana. A simple 3-cup game with a treat hidden underneath. Your older dog doesn't need less from you. They need it differently. And when you find the right puzzle and watch their ears come forward and their eyes go sharp, that dog who looked like they were fading will show you they were simply waiting to be asked. 5. The food audit. You fed them the same food for years. It works. They eat it. You've never had a crisis. But a dog's metabolism, gut microbiome, and organ function change substantially after 5. And the food that served a young, high-energy dog may be quietly asking more of an aging liver and kidney than either of you realize. Senior dogs generally need fewer calories, higher quality protein, and different ratios of omega fatty acids to support joint tissue and cognitive function. Many standard adult formulas don't adjust for this. It's not that the food is wrong, it's that your dog has changed and the bowl hasn't. One conversation with your vet, one label read carefully, one shift in what goes into that bowl each morning. It sounds small, but for a dog over 5 whose body is working harder to stay even, what they eat every day is either working for them or quietly working against them. You get to choose which one. If this is starting to change the way you see your dog's daily life, subscribe, because every week on this channel, there's something that makes that bond a little more informed, a little more intentional, and a lot more real. 6. The evening wind down. The day winds down. The screens come on. Your dog finds their spot, near you, but not quite with you, and settles into the background of the evening the way they always do. You're in the same room. That counts for something. But here's the thing. A dog over 5 has a heightened need for intentional, calm contact at the end of the day. Not just proximity, contact. The research on human-animal touch shows that slow, rhythmic physical contact reduces cortisol in dogs more reliably than almost any other single intervention. Not play, not food, touch. 10 minutes of your hand moving slowly along their side, really there, really present, not distracted, lowers their stress hormones, regulates their nervous system, and for an older dog whose body is quietly working harder than it used to, it is genuinely restorative. This is what most owners stopped doing when the puppy years ended. The intentional sitting together. The hand that isn't rushing anywhere. Your dog has been near you every evening for years. Tonight, be actually with them. 7. The goodbye moment. You grab your keys, you check your phone. The door opens and closes, and they're already moving to the window. It's the same every morning. You don't think about it much, because they seem fine, they always seem fine. But a dog over 5 processes your absence differently than they did at 2. The attachment is deeper, the wait is longer in ways that aren't always visible. And the way you leave is the emotional temperature they carry into the quiet hours of the day. It doesn't need to be long. 30 seconds of calm, warm contact before you go. Not a rushed goodbye that spikes their anticipation, something slower, something that says I'm leaving and I'm coming back, and everything is exactly as it should be. You're not coddling them, you're regulating them. A dog who watches you leave with a settled body rests differently than one who watches you disappear mid-chaos. For a dog in their older years, the way you walk out the door is a kindness you can give them every single morning, and it costs you almost nothing. Your dog has been with you through more than you probably stopped to count. The moves, the hard years, the quiet Tuesday nights, when just having them there made the room feel less empty. They have never needed you to be perfect. They have needed you to be present. The daily things, the morning check, the slower walk, the hand on their side at the end of the day, these aren't tasks on a list. They are the whole relationship, repeated. And a dog over 5 isn't running out of time. They're asking you to finally pay attention to it.